Central Park neighborhood of Denver, Colorado today to show you how a decommissioned airport can be transformed into an award-winning master planned community. We're going to tour the old flight tower and we're going to take you to another building that's been repurposed into a marketplace. Come along with me, your host Kailee Ackerman, on this episode of the American Dream TV, Selling Colorado.
Hi there.
Hi, you must be Sean.
I am, yeah, welcome in. Are you ready to go take a tour of the tower?
I'm so excited. I hear you're the resident historian.
I am, let's go check it out. So, welcome to the top.
This is so cool. Look how far you can see.
Did you know that the first woman to ever become a captain for an airline in America was here at Stapleton Airport?
No, that's cool.
So I've got her picture here. Emily Howell Warner is her name, but this is her. She was hired by Frontier.
So Sean, can you tell me where the runways used to be in relation to where we are right now?
Yeah, great question. So over here to the south side, we had 3 parallel runways that ran east to west. So they started over here and it came all the way through where these houses are, all the way to the end, and they stopped right about where the tower is now. Okay. And then planes would go to their gates. The main runway for takeoff started at the edge of the park here and cut across the highway over here.
Okay, and that's some of those cool photos that you see, like historical photos with airplanes over I-70, right?
Exactly, yeah, that was the main runway there, runway 35 left. These are actually maps that somebody brought in. They had them at home sitting in storage. So another example of something brought in from the community.
Yeah.
But this is a flight map from 1970, and you can actually see Stapleton International Airport and its runways right over here on the map.
So cool.
And then this one is a little bit more modern, and it shows DIA. And look how much bigger that airspace is over there.
For sure. Okay, so these tours are not just any time. You have to schedule ahead of time, correct?
That's correct.
So this award-winning master planned community includes a lot of residential housing, 30% of the land preserved as parks and open space, and a preservation of the history of the aviation. So we saw the flight tower, and now we're going to head inside to the building behind me, which is the Stanley Marketplace, the former headquarters of Stanley Aviation. We're going to talk to Mark Shaker, the visionary who brought this place to life. Come on inside. So Mark is not only a Central Park resident, but he's also the Chief Visionary Officer of the Stanley Marketplace. And we're lucky enough to chat about the history of the building today. And I'm just curious if you can tell us a little bit about what this building used to be when the airport was still here.
Sure. Well, Stanley Aviation was founded in 1954 by Bob Stanley, who's a really fascinating aviation expert. So he invented the ejection seat. He was the first person to ever fly in a jet airplane. He led the search party for Amelia Earhart, and he opened this factory that was developing aviation parts and then also evolved into creating the ejection seats.
So how exactly did this idea come to fruition?
Originally, it was I lived close by on the Denver side, right on the border of Denver and Aurora, and I was looking for a neighborhood gathering spot. Our neighborhood lacked a place where you can bring family and friends and feel like an independent kind of vibe.
Right.
So we were trying to build like a local restaurant.
Okay.
And we were looking for space in the Central Park neighborhood, couldn't find anything that worked. And the city of Aurora heard about us, called us up and said, hey, love your idea, come talk to us. So we went and met with them, and they showed us some spaces about a mile from here, and it just didn't fit. We were just looking for like a smaller restaurant.
Right.
And then they brought us here.
So how has the building changed or evolved from when you first took over it to what it is now?
You know, what we really tried to do is honor everything that was here that was interesting and dynamic. So if you look up above at different places, you'll see old fans, you'll see old motors. We wanted to keep that. This building also on the south side was all cement block.
Here we are at the beer hall, one of my favorite spots.
Yeah, thank you. And this was the original idea. So this is what, like, our original idea was putting together a community-based restaurant. So we're on the west side of the property here, and going back to our Stanifesto, what was important to us is to really find things that worked for the community. So we donated an acre of land for a refugee and immigrant farm, so they have farming out. Okay. We also donated an acre of land for an all-inclusive playground. So we had someone in the community come to us, a child with really special needs, saying, I want to raise some money because there needs to be a playground for kids that have all these challenges, and we can't find any around there. So we gave them the land, and they built this playground here, which is really special.
Well, I certainly love the space. Thank you so much for taking the time to show us around today, Mark.
My pleasure. Thank you, Kailee.
See you soon.
Okay, see ya.
So that's just a little bit of the history of this master planned community known as Central Park here in Denver, Colorado. We visited the old air traffic control tower as well as the bustling Stanley Marketplace. If you're ever in the area, I highly recommend you come check it out. I'm Kailee Ackerman, your host of the American Dream TV Selling Colorado. We'll catch you next time.